Hi everyone, welcome to class. My name is Jess and today I'm going to be guiding you through this practice. This class has a deep focus on finding balance. So finding balance through our life, but also here on our mat, through our movements, through our breath, through our mindset, and everything that is. We're going to work towards a peak pose of forearm stand, Pincha, which to me is the ultimate balancing pose. When you're ready, let's begin in a cross-leg seat. I'll see you there. Okay, so arriving here in your cross-leg seat and allowing the eyes just to close down. See if you can soften through the knees, relax into the hips. And bring the palms of your hands just to face up onto the knees or thighs so you can offer in a little bit of external energy today. Feel a climb through the spine with energy and a gradual lift through the crown of your head. Keeping all of this length and strength through the spine, but allow everything else around it to soften. Particularly around the shoulders and the elbows, softening into the core and across the face. Begin by observing your natural breath here. The free flow of air drawing in and out through the nostrils. We're going to begin this practice with one of the most balancing breath exercises we can do. It's box breathing. So we have a same breath count for the inhale, for the hold at the top of the breath, for the exhale, and for the hold at the bottom of the breath. So I'll guide you through this. So when you're ready, bring the palms of your hands to face up. Let the eyes close down. We'll take one breath just to unify together. Breathe in. And exhale, let it go. Sealing off the lips, breathe in through the nose for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold the breath full for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold the breath empty for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale for 5. Holding at the top for Antara Kumbhaka, the breath hold at the top of the inhalation. And then exhaling for 5. And holding breath empty for Baya Kumbhaka at the bottom of the breath. Again, breathe in for 5. Hold for 5. Exhale for 5. And hold for 5. Take this breath count just 2 more times on your own. And this breathing exercise is the ultimate balance. It allows us to balance between our right and our left side, our Ida, our Pingala, our masculine, our feminine, our yin, our yang. It's our balance between the sympathetic and the parasympathetic nervous system as well. So it's this beautiful equanimity through our entire body, breath, mind, and energy. Amazing. Bring the hands into prayer just in front of your heart. Let the breath continue without the kumbhaka, without the breath hold. Just allow the inhale to fall into the exhale to fall back into the inhale. Let the eyes close down. Take a moment to set your intention for this practice today. You could acknowledge any areas of imbalance in your life, perhaps through work and life, through diet and movement, through your energy levels, Whatever it might be, wherever you may have a slight imbalance, see if you can just acknowledge that and perhaps set the intention to balance this all out, to really acknowledge where you want to send your energy and the actions you may take from that in order to find that balance. It all comes down to our virtues, to our purpose. Fill your intention with love and kindness. Take a long breath in, rise your arms up towards the sky. And bring the hands to your heart center on the exhale. Amazing. Come into a kneeling position when you're ready. So the knees are on the floor, the tops of feet are on the floor, and we're going to bring our fingertips just in line with the knees. Coming into this position for Lalasana. As we breathe in, the heart's going to pull forward. Bum might stick back a little bit, gaze forward, and on the exhale, start to round the spine. Protract your shoulders and hug the knees in towards your chest. So we get this really beautiful stretch along the tops of the feet, across the shins, the anterior tibialis, and then you can slowly lower the knees back down. Perfect. Give your hands a little roll out, and then we'll come into round two. So same thing again, hands come down, fingers in line with knees. Breathe in fully. Exhale, weights through the hands, start to round the spine, hugging knees towards the chest, lengthen around the shoulder girdle as you protract firmly, and then gently lower the knees down, set the shins down, give the wrists a little roll out. Cool, we're going to do the same thing again, but this time right heel hugs to the butt. So breathe in, look forward. Exhale, rounding spine, protracting knees, hug in, right heel squeezes in, hold it for 3, 2, 1, lower the foot, lower the knees. Nice, again, roll out through the wrists. Let's go again, this time with the left heel squeezing to butt. If it doesn't quite work out for you today, that's okay as well. You don't have to add that extra in if you don't want to. Breathe in, look forward. Exhaling, rounding spine, knees hug in, left heel squeezes for 3, 2, 1. We'll lower the foot, lower the knees. Again, give your wrists a little roll out. So we're really warming up around the shoulders today, warming into our core. Last one. This time we're going to try and lift the knees and both feet. So we'll just see what happens. Don't worry if it's not quite there. Take a breath in, look forward. Exhale, round the spine, protract shoulders, hug knees in, hug one heel. Now shift the weight forward. See if you can lift up the other heel. If it's not working, see if you can just tap, tap, tap off the feet. All the weights forward. Nice. Lower the knees, relax, roll out through the wrists. Okay, from here, coming forward into tabletop. Step the knees back, wrists are under shoulders, knees under hips. Right fingers are going to face the knees. Palm presses down. We're going to exhale to shift some weight forward. So really engaging the core, leaning through, and then breathe in, bring the hips to the heels, let the palm lift, but keep the fingertips down. So we get this really beautiful palm and forearm stretch. Coming forward as you exhale. Breathing in, shift the weight back. Nice, go one more round. And then moving on to the other side. So come up through center, roll out through the right wrist. Land the hand down, bring the left fingers to face your knees. Exhale to come forward. Core engages, one line from knees to shoulders. Inhale, hips to heels, let the palm lift. Press the palm forward. Go again, 2 more rounds. Exhale, shift forward. Inhale, drawing it back. Last one. Amazing, come all the way back. Perfect, give your left wrist a little roll out. Nice. Land the hands down so they are just under the shoulders. Tuck the toes behind you and then gradually lift your way up into downward facing dog. Start to pedal out through your feet, just melting one heel down followed by the other. Find a lengthening through your arms, wrapping the triceps towards the face, letting the heels melt down. As we move through this practice today, like I mentioned before, we're going to be working on Pincha our forearm stand. I'm going to break down every movement that you need in order to warm the body up fully so that you feel comfortable taking those extra steps forward into the ultimate balancing pose. So when you're ready, let's begin by lifting the right leg up towards the sky for 3-leg dog. On your exhalation, bend into your right knee, open up through your hips. See if you can keep the shoulders just as they are parallel. Nice. Come up onto the left hip toes. Now shift some weight forward so your shoulders are in line with your wrists into this little high plank scorpion. So the integrity of the back leg stays, but we shift the weight forward. From there, move back into downward facing dog, melting the left heel, squeezing the right knee in towards the chest so that we can lengthen out through the lower back. So it's important we stay here in down dog for that one. Breathe in, lift the knee all the way up and over. Imagine your left toes shining over your left shoulder. Come forward to high plank scorpion. Breathe in, think of your leg as the scorpion tail. Exhale, down dog with the right knee squeezing to chest, lower back lengthens. Go one last round. Inhale, lift it up, come forward. Exhale, down dog, right knee to chest, elongate lumbar spine. Now carry the knee forward, land the foot between your hands. Lowering the back knee, untuck the back toes. Perfect. Rise the arms up, Anjaneyasana, low crescent moon lunge. Hands are coming into prayer and our forearms are going to be parallel to the roof now. So hands are in line with the elbows and our elbows are in line with our shoulders. We're going to lift up, imagining the roof is balancing on our arms. Lift it up so the space between the roof and the head becomes longer, and then let that drop down. And do that 2 more times. So lift it up, shoulders snuggled towards the ears with this closed shoulder protraction, and then drop it down. Go one more. Lift it up. Your arms should be shaking here with so much engagement, and drop it. Well done. Lean forward, squeeze the left heel to the butt. We're going to lift all the way up and reach all the way back towards the foot. Remember, it's the beginning of class, so just go easy on the body. Think of your spine like a copper wire, so we're holding 2 ends of it, and we want to find that full mobility rather than just coming right into the middle of the copper wire and putting loads of pressure in one place. It's not going to be so great for the wire for your spine. Release the back foot, straighten the front leg, moving into half splits pose. Dive down over. You can bring the hands onto the floor, onto a prop, or reaching back, maybe onto your hips. You choose. Either way, heart's reaching to toes. Breathe in, breathing out. Bend the front knee, inhale, rise the arms all the way up to Anjaneyasana. Exhale, landing the hands down, framing your foot, tuck the back toes. Lift up through the back knee and take a little rock here, forward and back, just exploring the hamstring mobility through the left side. Take a big step of the left foot over to the right side of the mat, melting the heel down. Keep your left hand as it is, rise the right arm up so we get this deep IT band stretch and glute stretch into everything we work through that high plank scorpion. Take one long breath in and a long breath out. Nice, really enjoying your dragon twist. Take one more breath in. On your exhale, reach the right hand down to the left hand. Hold on to it. Make a big circular rainbow with the left hand up and over your body to the right. Take a breath in. Deep side body stretch this time, opening out, it's stretching out through the psoas. We'll guide the hands to the heart center, step left foot just over to the left, and then draw the knee up towards the chest. You have two options here, either clasping the hands around the shin or crisscross the hands over the foot. Find your point of balance, your center of gravity. Start to lengthen out through your right leg, through the back, through the crown of head. And if you want a bit more, start to lengthen out through your left leg. Wherever you are is absolutely perfect. Keep your drishti in one place, your focus point. Moving into high crescent moon lunge with so much control. Release the hand from the foot. Let it sweep back behind you as you bend your standing leg. Use your hands to control the landing as you reach them forward. Let the back foot lower. Reach the arms up. Take a breath in. Land the hands down, framing your foot. Exhale. Three-leg dog. Right leg rises up towards the sky. And on your exhale, see if you can lower both forearms to the floor at the same time. So this is really challenging. Shine your elbow creases to face forward as your shoulders externally rotate and lower down. Draw your right knee as close in towards you as you can and set the foot down. From there, lift the left leg straight up to the sky. So it's like one little step in. Think of extending out through left leg, maybe taking a tiny hop, moving into a little baby forearm stand hop. Keep having a tiny little play around. Keep that protraction through the shoulders, the lengthening through the arms, the lengthening through your legs, and welcoming that soft back bend. Lower the left knee, foot, then lower both knees. And then come into a little child's pose, resting your shoulders. So I will fully break down the movement for you in just a moment. But for now, just relaxing. Take 3 rounds of breath. Amazing. Landing the hands down, tucking the toes, moving to downward facing dog. And it's always important to remember, if you're wobbling out of any of these poses, if you find a slight imbalance, try to acknowledge how you're feeling in that moment. Notice everything that arises, all of the emotions that arise. If there's frustration, observe it. Rise the left leg up towards the sky as you breathe in. Bend the knee, open into your hip on the exhale. Come forward to high plank scorpion as you breathe in. That toe is shining over the right shoulder. Exhale, move into down dog with the left knee squeezing to chest. Go 2 more rounds. Inhale, shift the weight forward. Exhale, down dog, knee to chest. Inhale, lift it up, come forward, last one. Exhale, down dog, knee squeezes in. Bring the left knee all the way forward, land the foot between the hands, lowering the back knee. Untuck the toes, find Anjaneyasana, inhale, rise the arms up. Hands are coming into prayer, right heel squeezing in. We're going to lift all the way up with the shoulders and then reach all the way back towards the foot. Keep lifting up from right behind your shoulders. So we're creating as deep a circle as you can, our crescent moon shape from the top to the bottom of the spine. Half splits pose, straighten the front leg, Ardha Hanumanasana, melting over the leg. Bring your hands either to floor, to a prop, or reaching back behind you. We'll lengthen up through the spine as you breathe in, and then fold over the leg just a little bit more as you exhale. Find the alignment of the hips, the right's putting forward, left is drawing back slightly. Bend the front knee, Anjaneyasana, inhale, rise the arms up. Land the hands down, framing the foot, exhale, back toes tuck. Lift through the knee, runner's lunge, take a rock forward and back. And from here, dragon twist, take a big step of right foot over to the left side. So the right leg stays straight, the left knee stays bent. Right hand to floor, left arm to sky, getting that deep IT band stretch here on the left side. Breathing in, breathing out. And again, inhale fully. Exhaling. Reach the left hand down, grab hold of right wrist, take that big circle up and over towards the left, getting our psoas and side body stretch. Breathe in fully. Breathing out. Hands come to the heart center, step the right foot just over to the right, and then draw it up towards the chest. Either crisscross the hands over the foot or hold around your knee, your choice. But either way, see if you can just pause. Focus your attention on one thing, the most important thing. Start to lengthen out through your leg. And if you do face any imbalances, any falling out, allow yourself to see that as an opportunity to grow, an opportunity to strengthen, an opportunity to acknowledge what it is that you truly need in this pose or in your life situation. Life only gives us challenges to grow from. They're not there to hinder you, just little life lessons. Release your hands from the foot, swing the leg back behind you. High lunge pose again. Find that beautiful balance as you gently step back. And if it's not quite there, don't worry about it. Just enjoy moving, breathing, and learning as you go. Land the hands down, framing the foot. Push into the hands. Lift the left leg up towards the sky. Lower your forearms to the floor. You can do one at a time, but ideally, wrap the triceps in towards the face, elbow creases face forward, and we lower them down at the same time. Draw your left knee to the chest, land the foot just as close in as you can. It might just be a tiny step in front of the right, that's okay. Lift the right leg up to the sky, keep the right leg straight. Really think of protracting through the shoulders, like we're raising the roof like we did in Anjaneyasana. And then from there, maybe you can take a teeny tiny little hop up into your forearm stand. And again, when we come into this, we're finding those three elements that we've been working on. So you can lower the feet, lower the knees. This time come into a kneeling position, give your shoulders a little roll out, give your wrists a roll out. So in order to come into our Pincha Mayurasana, our forearm stand, we need to kind of take those three elements, maybe four, let's say. We've got the balance, number one. Number two is the shoulder protraction, this lengthening across the arms. And when we protract, we create space, we create strength by keeping it externally rotated, which is when we wrap the armpits in towards the center line of the body. Then we want to add in some hamstring flexibility in order to get your hips up nice and high and the heel nice and high. And then from there, we need a little bit of back bend, a little bit of opening across the superficial front line in order to let the foot lift. So let me just show you very quickly all of that together. So the elbows stay under the shoulders. If they're sneaking away, it means the shoulders are opening and we could end up falling down towards the floor. So keep everything wrapped in, armpits wrapping in. Palms are in line with the wrists. If this brings a lot of pain, you can try any other hand variation. But if you do, make sure the elbows don't slide out. So from there, we're going to lift up the hips. I can show you quickly first, or you can join in with me. We're walking the feet in close and then protracting. So step one is protraction. Then we lift the leg up for hamstring flexibility. I now need to bring my center of gravity, which is just above the belly button, in line with my base of support, which is where the hands are, and the middle. So if you look at where my belly button is here, it's here. My base of support is here. So I need to journey. To get there, I need hamstring flexibility and protraction. I lift the leg up, I lean forward, I protract, add a little back bend so the foot can lift, and then see if I can join the feet together, or you could stack the legs. You could take any leg variation that works for you. You could move into more of like a little back bend variation here. And just have a little play around basically. So take a moment here just to have a play around. If you have a wall, I highly recommend hopping up, let the feet tap the wall, and then use the strength of your arms to allow you to lift the other foot off the wall. So I can show you that or you can just keep moving on your own. So if you were to kick up, you'd kick all the way up. Push, protract. Bring one leg up in line with the body, and then start to push through your hands and elbows to hover the other foot off the wall. Okay? It's the same way that you would practice your handstands, and using the mobility and balance through your arms and hands. So just going one last round. Remember to protract. Hug everything in. Walk the feet in as close as you can. Try and align the belly button with your base of support by using that hamstring flexibility and your lower back bend as well. Nice. Feel free to pause the video if you'd like to keep practicing now that the body's nice and warmed up and you know where you're at. If you've had quite enough, your shoulders are a bit tired, then come down onto your tummy with me now. And we'll start to stretch out our shoulders. So coming into just one of my favorite poses, broken wing pose. I do this in most classes. Reach the right hand out in line with the shoulder, palm down. Push the left hand into the floor, lifting the left foot. And then push into the left hand to roll over gently onto your shoulder. Relax the head down. Take a breath or two here. And this pose is just really balancing out everything we've just done through the body. So we've done a lot of closed hip through the practice. Now we're opening out through that hip. We've done a lot of back bends, so now we're taking this really beautiful spinal twist. We've done a lot of closed shoulders, so now we're opening and stretching across the pectoral muscle. From here, lowering down onto your tummy. Let's take a little switch over with the arms. So left arm out long this time, right hand under shoulder, right foot lifts, right knee lifts, step it over. So we're lying on this arm. Lower the head down, close down the eyes. Take any arm variation you took last time. Breathing in. And breathing out. Lowering the hand to the floor, lower all the way down onto your tummy. So we'll push into the hands, find tabletop, and walk the knees in. Come down onto the butt, swing the legs around. We'll take one little forward fold here just for a little bit more balance out through the spine. Rise the arms up to the sky. And then walk the hands forward into your fold. Relax the head, relax the neck. Soften across the face. Just taking 3 rounds of breath, elongating through the lumbar spine, through the mid-back, through the upper back. Gently press into your hands, walk the hands back up, and then come all the way down onto your back, soles of feet to floor, hands behind your thighs, lowering down gently. Amazing, knees hug in. Give yourself one last little cuddle, maybe a rock gently from side to side. When you're ready, extend the legs out, coming into a very, very, very well-deserved shavasana, our final resting pose. Bring the palms of your hands just to face up with the eyes closing down. Allow gravity to anchor your body here in this pose. Let go of all control. And become the observer. When we have an imbalance in our life, in order to find balance there, we need to first acknowledge what it is that's not balanced. And then recognize what energy we have in order to give to this situation. And once we acknowledge the energy we'd like to spend on it, we can then focus on the activities or the actions, the karma that we can do in order to find the balance there. It may mean letting go of something that isn't quite working. In order to create space for you to pick up something new that will work. Whatever it is, know that there is so much possibility at the end of this practice. I'm going to allow you the opportunity to continue your shavasana in your own time today. If you have any questions at all, I'd love to help you out. Just drop it in the comments box below and I'll be sure to get back to you. Please give this video a little thumbs up and subscribe to my channel as a small act of kindness that just helps me continue to share these classes for free on YouTube. Thank you all so much again for joining. Namaste.